Hi, everybody. This is Paula Harris, and I have another kind of communication that I've been thinking about for a while. We're all sequestered. We are in Boulder, Colorado. We're all self-quarantined. We're not allowed to go to any place that is not a place where we buy food, get gas, and go to a doctor. We cannot meet in groups and so forth. I'm looking at this though as what people used to say to me, which I could never ever swallow. They say everything is unfolding in perfect timing. And I used to look at them and I'd say, no, no, that's an excuse you're using because your rationalization is with all these disasters and all these, negative energies and all these things that are happening in our lives. And in that particular time could have been in my life. And they'd say, no, everything is unfolding in perfect timing. So then I had to go and say, if that's real, then what in the world is unfolding in perfect timing in my life? And then I thought, well, I have fewer distractions. I can really sit and digest things. I can look over my life, especially in the last 6 months, and see mistakes or good things that I was able to create. I can see the whole entire picture. If I'm running around, busy all the time, I don't have time to reflect. And then I thought, if everything is happening in perfect timing and people are getting together, all kinds of people, and the good side of people, whether you are volunteering in your neighborhood or making masks or, for people or contributing or doing whatever you're doing in your society, that is happening in perfect timing. And then I thought, well, we don't get to do the scenario. We don't get to paint how it happens. And I remembered when I used to do interviews, I used to say, well, I wish the planet would come together. We're basically one human species. We are, we're not all different people. I remember Edgar Mitchell saying when he was out in space, he couldn't see the borders. He wanted to tell the politicians, stop fighting over borders, stop fighting over individual countries and everything. That is a global unity vision. And I remember being on radio shows and saying, I really like that. I think we get a lot more done if we weren't fighting among each other and we were all like on the same page or contributing our individual talents. I really like that. And I remember saying, and the only time that ever comes is with catastrophe, like when we have a tsunami or an earthquake, then everybody comes together and within a couple of months they go back to the way they were. If everything's happening in perfect timing, let's not go back to the way we were, because we got this chance to reset. We got this chance to take the time to look at our lives, which I think I need to do and everybody else is doing on their own right now. So may I leave you with that thought. April 3rd, I'm going to do many more of these and I'm going to have interviews. I've done one with Sisto Paz today, Christy Ruiz. I'm going to do one with Stephen Greer. I want to do one with Paul Hellyer. I want to do one with a lot of my friends, James Fox. I want to do a Patreon kind of interview with all of the people and ask them the important questions of the time. And it's easy for me to do now that I'm stopped and I had to cancel like 5 trips. So now I can go and do it from my home. Instead of fly to the person's a place of the person's destination. I can do it from my home. But then may I invite you to think about everything's happening in perfect timing and what that means in your life.